cold today. Woke up and it was -1. So welcome to Friday, the 1st of August. Pinch and a punch for the first day of the month. I hope you all woke up and oh my gosh, the feels. All right, the moon is now in Scorpio and it is a full-on day today, guys. All right, so we have got right now we've got the moon square Pluto and in conjunct the Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus. All right, so that is forming a yod, right? One of those finger of God's aspects, but it is with the moon, so it's quite quick. So most of the feels are around in the morning. Okay, like I said, it's very quick. However, it's very poignant and pointed. All right, so there is, and at 9:30 or 9:27 we have got the Mercury Cazimi. So that's really nice. Actually, it's in orb now. There's only like 17 seconds of arc time. And yeah, it's at 4 seconds now. So we're definitely in it right now. So um, now I saw a good analogy last night. Oh, come on. I saw a good analogy last night where, yesterday I was saying that Mercury or any planets, when they get too close to the sun, they don't function well. But when they get to that Cazimi point, it's like that planet is sitting on the sun's throne. And I love that. It's like he gets to fully express his magnificence. So Mercury is quite bold, expressive, confidence, and fabulous today with great hair. But he's deep in the throes of feelings. All right, let me just. It looks like it's not working today. So hello, good morning, Helen. How are you? Good morning, Eden. Yes, full on. Yeah, good morning, Emma. How are you? So yeah, I got lots of notes for today. Actually, let's read the words. All right. So we may feel like the urge to roar with this Mercury Cazimi, but the Scorpio moon has us feeling a little bit raw. So say what you mean, loud and proud, but make sure that you're speaking from the scar and not from the wound. And when I say that, I mean you're if you need to talk to someone, you're talking about the effects of what happened, not actually using hurtful words, because there's that whole hurt people hurt. So when we're just sort of talking about our experience, because we all just want to be seen and heard and held at this time. This is shadow work in real time. All right, so expect eureka moments that hit deep, sudden, and gives you clarity around an old grief that you have been carrying around for years. All right, this is tied to an older ideal that you may have, an old belief that is no longer relevant. All right, so at the core, we all just want to belong. Today, you may feel a tug of war between craving safety and the need to break free and carve our own path. So feel it, process it, and then rise transformed, not broken. All right. So we're definitely in those Scorpio Phoenix experiences. We're not doing the Scorpio Scorpion where we're hiding under a rock in the dark. No, we are emerging. And there's many different types of Scorpios. I've seen seven, like there's lizards, but the main three are the scorpion, the eagle, where you come out and you actually rise, and then the phoenix, where you go into the flames, you process and you come out renewed, just like Fawkes in Harry Potter. When he goes in, he burns up, and then he comes back even more magnificent with better hair and feathers than ever. So I mean, look, for myself, this is a feeling or an energy that I recognize and I can sit in quite easily. This is my experience. Whereas a lot of other people, when they get these really deep plutonic, scorpionic squares and yods, and the universe going, fucking deal with this, it can be quite confronting. But I think the moon in Scorpio at 2 degrees is also now squaring Venus. So, yesterday I was saying Venus just wants a hug, but Scorpio's like, I will give you a hug, but you need to be crying or processing or, you know, whatever it looks like for you. You know, quite confronting type of emotional energies. All right, I'm gonna have to keep clicking the button today. Good morning, Deborah. Good morning, Louise. Good morning, Julie. Hello, Heather. How are you? Yeah, so, all right. All right. So, most, like I was saying earlier, most of the upset or the is this morning. All right. So now, like I was saying, the Mercury Cazimi is at 9:27. That is just when Mercury is sitting on the throne and he is able to express himself. That's where the eureka moments come from. All right. Because, you know, yesterday I was talking about Mercury and his ego chat that he's having that he's not quite comfortable with because he's so curious, because he wants to know so much in life and communicate to everybody and everything. When he's talking about himself, or this is the feeling that I'm getting, when he's talking about himself, it's a little bit like, not really my jam, but you know, this is Mercury not in a position where he's got all his faculties. He's in fall. So, you know, just remember that one. Also, now Mercury retrograde Cazimi, all right, so he's going back over things that he's already gone into, is also in that opposition to Pluto. All right. So I think the heart of the matter, the light that the sun is shining through Mercury's experience and the opposition, it's really just lighting up all of those shadows, hence the shadow work in real time. All right. Allow yourself to just be curious about, you know, you've been there once before. This is the second go over of this. Even like you know, blah, blah, blah. Mercury doesn't get all the way back to that 2 degree mark, but it gets close enough that he's very, very aware without having to, you know, like, you know, feel that experience so fully again. All right. So now, another one that is going on today is that we have our first quarter square. First quarter square, or is it the last quarter square? Are we going into a full moon or I'm just not even sure. We are going into a new moon. You know what? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Sorry. Um, but the point is, um, between 8:30 and 10:30 p.m., that is when that moon in Scorpio is square the sun and Mercury. All right. So another time where it is deeply feeling. All right. So the square does offer us tension, but it also offers us the push to deal with things. All right. So with, you know, again, deeply transformative feeling day. Just go with the flow, knowing that you are supported with that beautiful Venus in Cancer. But Venus in Cancer is square to Saturn and Neptune between 11 p.m. and 7 a.m. So we have that moon square Mercury Sun between 8:30 and 10:30, and then straight away Venus squares Saturn. But that's going through to tomorrow morning. So if you are in, you know, the northern hemisphere, absolutely going to affect those people way more than it is us, because if you're like me, I'm going to be sleeping through that. All right, now another one that Venus is doing is she is starting to in conjunct Pluto. All right, so this is Venus going, I just want to give you a hug, and Pluto going, fuck off. I just want to go and transform all the processes. So it's like Venus trying to cuddle a thunderstorm. How good's that one? She's just like, you know, there's all of this Plutonic in Pluto in Aquarius. Uh, oh, so much like a thunderstorm. Just think about that vibrant energy and, you know, the flashes of, you know, I mean, think of a tree being struck by lightning. It's still there, but it is essentially different. So, so try to stay grounded, because you know you never know what you're going to get on that one. All right. So another. Oh, I've got so many notes on this one. All right. So we are trying to own our voice. In the words I was saying, say what you mean with pride. Have courage in the conviction that you can go into those experiences and be raw and honest and transformative, like that you everything is highlighting the shadows. All right, so use this Cazimi time to just express what you need to say. Like, say it. What's holding you back? Fear? No, you're in the darkness anyway. Just say the words. As long as, like I was saying earlier, don't speak from the wound. You don't want to hurt people deliberately. You're speaking from the scar, which is your experience. You have healed. You are healing. All right. So yeah. So a lot of letting go of own old scripts. All right. So you'll be able to these eureka moments. You will be able to see what it is that you need to be working on very, very clearly. AKA all the things that I have just said. All right, now we do need to watch out for emotional outbursts, all right, with that square, with, the Mercury Pluto, with Venus squaring Saturn Neptune. That's a bit of like a challenging relationship, Venus square Saturn Neptune. There might be old ideals or beliefs that you hold that when this tension in the relationship comes, you see them for what they are, and if you do love and care and want to belong in a certain tribe or family, then honesty is the best policy. Like, in order to heal yourself, you can't not do it because you don't want to hurt someone else. And I'm not saying about confronting a perpetrator or anything like that, but to be authentic with somebody that you love, you need to speak your truth. All right. So, um, pushing to confront our perceived boundaries and beliefs. All right, another one that I loved was this is inner child meets adult boundaries meets clarity. Like, you know how much I love the whole inner child experience, and we are just undoing the knots of our up to our teens, even like any of those pre-7, pre-14, even pre-21, like when we get to that Saturn return at 28, that's when we're an adult. But we still have all of these really pivotal moments in life that can absolutely affect our belief in ourselves. So maybe for you it's the teen experience. Like, I know my teen years, whoa, I've done a lot of work on my teen years. I've done a lot of work on my 3.5, which is a Saturn semi square. I mean, look, it's all just cycles upon cycles, aspects and changes and like all the things. But this is going to be highlighting whatever it is that you need to heal. All right. And we click and go, good morning, Kath. Good morning, Louise. Yes, big shift, absolutely. And when isn't it a big shift? This is life. All right, so I don't want to go as long as I did yesterday because that was like epic. All right, so anything else? So yeah, basically 9:30 the bit is the Cazimi. So if you are going to be sitting and doing deep internal processing, then maybe get your journal out or just pay attention to your thoughts. Um, you know, between 11 and 7, again, not so relevant, but it is growing all day. Like, you may see where the relationships need to be. And actually, well, I mean, it's strong all day. All right. So, again, it's just that exactness that is that peak moment. So, it is growing all day in the I want to cuddle you, but you are like a thunderstorm, and is that burning desire, aka thunderstorm, just you trying to reestablish some roots, like some, that whole belonging thing. So, all right, dun, dun, dun. We got the Scorpio cards today, so let's have a look at this. I've got such a busy day today, which is great. Thank you. Thank you so much to those people that reached out to me yesterday to make sure that I was okay on my own over here. And I just so appreciate that so much. So thank you. You know who you are. All right, so let's look at these cards. So I mean, I'm very in this and open and honest about the things that I'm sort of dealing with, and I just, yeah, don't be afraid to use your words. All right, that's the point. We can see the shadows. We can see what needs to be lit up. And, you know, have that courage that Leo gives us to just speak freely. This one. Courage. There we go. Have courage to speak freely. Let's have a look at card number 30. And new glasses, guys. What do you reckon? Card number 30. All right. So, courage. Courage requires you to fearlessly stride ahead despite the challenges that you are experiencing. Whether you are afraid of success or failure, you cannot stay where you are. You need to make a decision and move forward with belief, trust, and boldness. Give it your all, no matter the outcome. Despite what you've been telling yourself, you are ready for a new adventure and another chance to prove that you have what it takes to face life's challenges. Stop investing in limitations, lack, and dysfunction. Every blessing has a challenge, and every challenge contains a blessing. You are ready to explore both. Whilst there may be difficult moments ahead, keep positive and believe that everything is going to work out for your absolute best. You're being asked to gather the courage to be who you truly are and stand strong in your convictions. All right. So the action says to make a list of the support you need to tackle the approaching opportunities. All right. Just, you know what? Look fear in the eyes, tell it that you are willing to learn from it and master the lesson, but you are not willing to be a slave to it anymore. Imagine loving your fear and taking those steps forward anyway. Oh, how beautiful is that? So I have a massively busy day today, which I appreciate. We've got my chart and chats on today at 9:30. Definitely something that, you know, is you know, every week we have two classes or two sessions where we learn something and we go through our own charts. So if that's something that you would like to experience, you know, you could just do it for 1 month. You know, if you are going through something and want that extra support and you know, when I say coaching, it's not coaching, it's just showing you what you're dealing with specifically so that you can process things differently. So that's an option if anybody's interested in, you know, the coaching group. I've got amazing women there. And also doing some work around the workshops that I'm doing. Helen and Sam, if you're here, so I'm going to be posting those to Erin today as well. So big day ahead, guys. Make sure that you are just, you know, let that inner light shine. Let it shine in those shadows. Be authentic. Use your words. People love you, all right? So transformation is required for us to evolve, all right? So, and think of that phoenix, you know, it comes back even more fabulous every single time it goes into those experiences and learns from them. So, one last click. And yeah, I hope you all have a fabulous day. As you know, I am here. So if anybody does need a clarifying reading with this beautiful Scorpio moon, then please just reach out and we can work something out. So, mwah, take it easy, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I will be on tomorrow. And because it's a Scorpio moon, let's do some games again. Let's do some psychic practice and some zenas and some readings. So take it easy, and I will see you tomorrow.